Right, we've got 2x cubed minus 1 over, and then we've got a linear factor here, 3x minus 1, another linear factor, x plus 2, and then a quadratic factor, x squared plus 3. So we can write equals, will be a over the 3x minus 1, plus b, another linear factor, so we write that, plus, and then we've got a quadratic factor, so we'll have to use c and d one way, cx plus d over x squared plus 3. Okay? Multiplied by the denominator all the way through then. And we get on the left, we get 2x cubed minus 1. And it'll be a times the other 2, x plus 2, x squared plus 3. Then plus b. And then we've got 3x minus 1 times the x squared plus 3. And then we get plus, and then it's a cx plus d, more than one term but a bracket. And we'll need the other two things, which is 3x minus 1 and x plus 2. Yeah, that's what we've got. A bit scruffy that x there, so let's just put an x in properly there. Right, okay. So that's what we've got then. Right, we've got 2x cubed minus 1 equals all this bump here. Now we've got a cube, so we could look at cubes. What's the easiest thing to do first? What about minus 2? Because all this lot would disappear. All this lot would disappear, yeah? Only just to get so many b's. So let's put in x equals minus 2 then, shall we? To start with. So x is minus 2. Minus 2 cubed is minus 8. 2 times minus 8 is minus 16. Minus 1 is minus 17. Minus 17 equals then. Now this is a 0, so all of this is 0. Yeah? And so too with this here. Put in minus 2 here, and you get that as 0. 0 times anything is 0, so all of that is 0. So all that's left is b. So what have we got? Put in 2 here, we got 6 minus 1 is 5. 5b, so that's a 5, right? And then put 2 in here, you get 4. Plus 3 is 7, so that's a 7. 5 times 7 is 35. Everyone okay? We're agreed on that? 5 7s are 35, so I can write 35b here now, can't I? Save a bit of space because we're going to do a lot of work on this one. So that tells us then b is equal to minus 17 over 35. There we go. That's b. So that was one of the easiest things to do. Now, oh, here we go. What about a third? See a third? This will go, so all of this will go if I put a third in, and a third in here, and all this will go again. And I'll just get a's. A times so many is equals that. The fraction's awkward, so let's put x equals 1/3 in, and see what we get. A third cubed is 1 over 27. Third times a third times a third. So it's 2 over 27 minus 1. 2 over 27 minus 1 is 2, 2 over 27. So let's all be happy about this. Okay, ground level minus 1. Minus 25 over 27. So minus 25 over 27 on the left. Then a third in, this will go to nothing. This will go to nothing, as we just said. So all we've got to do is worry about here. So it's an A, and it's 2 1/3. When you add a third to 2, you get 7 thirds, and you can check that on the calculator if you need to. And then you've got a third here, so it'll be, that's a third. 7 thirds. And then on the next one, you'd have a third squared, which is a ninth. Third times a third is a ninth. 3 and a ninth. 3 plus a ninth. Let's just quickly tap that out. 3 plus 1 over 9. See what we get on the calculator. 28 over 9. Yeah? So we're all happy. 28 over 9. So we were just here, weren't we? 3 and a ninth was 28 over 9. So I can put that in here. There we go. So we've got we've got a 27 on the left. When you look at the right, you've got 3 times 9 is 27, so that's all over 27. So you can times by 27 both sides. And then all that leaves is a. It's minus 25. And bring this product to 7 times 28, which is times a, down to divide. So we've got that. So a equals minus 25 over 7 times 28. Let's just tap that out. 7 times 28. 196. There we go. So there's A. So we've done A. So we've got B and we've got A. Now let's look back at this. We've substituted the two easy values, haven't we? Now I'm very inclined to try and use x cubed because it's the highest power and it will be easy to get from the bracket, won't it? So it'll be just the very highest power. So why don't we just try it and see what happens? X cubed. Yeah? Let's see what we get from it. 2 on the left equals. Here, the only x cubed term will come from this line here, expansion of brackets, and you'll have a lots of. And then looking at the next one, there'll be a 3x cubed here. That's the only time it occurs, and you times that by b. So it'll be a 3bx cubed. Yeah? And then what else? That's the x cubed done there. Is there an x cubed here? Yes, there will be, because it'll be the x times that. Nowhere else will. That's the highest term, and it only occurs once in that combination there. So you get 3x squared times c. So it's 3cx cubed, isn't it? 3c lots of x cubed. So it's plus 3c. So this will give us c. Right? Because from here, we can now work out c. So 3c then equals, reading from right to left, and moving these two things over, minus a minus 3b. So you've got c equals then 2 minus a, which is minus, so that's a plus 25 over 196, minus 3 lots of b. And that's minus 17, so that changes to a plus 17 over 35 over, and then it will be divided by the 3. So the whole thing, because there's more than one term, and we're divided by 3 now. Put that there. So tap this in the calculator then. It's c plus 2 plus 25 over 196, and then plus 3 times 17 over 35, yeah? So let's get our calculator out, our trusty calculator. Let's see what we get. 2 plus 25 over 196, 25 fraction 25 over the 196, back to ground level, and then it's plus 3 times, and then the fraction 17, wasn't it? So let's just leave it like it's written, over 35. Wonder what we get here. We get that fraction. And then we want to divide that fraction by 3. So answer divided by 3. And we get 1171 over 980. 1171, great. C equals 1171 over 980. Fantastic. So there's C. Okay, so we've got A, B, and C. Now, we want D, and I reckon you can get that from constants or letting x equal 0. So let's let x equal 0, and D should fall out from that, shouldn't it? So when we let x equal 0, this side will just give 1, minus 1. And let x equal 0 here, you get 2. And in this bracket, you get 3. 2 times 3 is 6, 6 lots of A. Yeah, that's that stuff done. Then 0 here, you get minus 1. 0 here, you get 3. 3 times minus 1 is minus 3b. Agreed? For that one. And then put 0 in here, you get minus 1. 0 in here, you get 2. 2 times minus 1 is minus 2. Lots of d, because that stuff goes. So it would be minus 2d. Okay, there we are. There's what we need for d then. Let's get d. So move the 2d over to this side. Move the minus 1 over to that side. to a plus 1, yeah? And then we can now write d equals. So d equals then, it will be 6a, which is minus 25, over 7 times 28, which was 196. As we said, 6a minus 3 lots of b, and b is minus 17 over 35. So that change that to a plus, so I'll do that straight away. Plus 1 all over 2. So d equals then. So it's 6 times minus 25 over 196, plus 3 over 3 times 17 over 35, plus 1 all over 2. So let's tap it in the calculator then. So 6 times minus 25. So let's do our fraction, and minus 25 on top, and underneath it was 196. Right, and then plus 3 times, and it was a 17 over 35, so fraction, 17 over 35, move back to ground level, and then plus 1. That was the top. Yeah, agreed? 6 times minus 25 over 196, plus 3 times 17 over 35, plus 1, that's the top number. And then we divide that by 2. And we get 829 over 980. So it's 829 over 980. So there we are. I haven't got room on this page to write out what this equals, but it will be a, there's a, over this, plus b, here is b, over this, plus c, x, this many x's, plus d, that constant, all over x squared plus 3. There we go. Tricky, tough, horrible question. Terrible numbers that came out from that problem. But nevertheless, we got through it and did it. Great. Let's go on to the next one.